Alright, Promised Neverland, chapter 47. Finally, the origins of the Demon Clan and what's going on with the world is finally explained to us by Sung Woo, actually. Yeah. Or is it Jung Woo?
It's Sung Woo.
Sung Woo?
We get to Sungju. I think Sungju. Okay.
Sungju? Yeah, sorry. Chinese names are hard for me.
Definitely. It's hard for any of us because we're in America and we're used to John and Steve and Mike and...
Yeah.
you know. But anyways, so it starts talking about they ask the questions, what are demons, what are the plantations, what's happening out there, what happened to humans, what happened to 30 years ago.
It's honestly really funny because they ask Sung Woo that and he's just like, nothing is actually wrong, everything's how it's been the entire time. And they're just like, what do you mean? And he starts to tell them that the world's been like this for as long as anyone can ever remember. Mm-hmm. Demons and humans had always existed together, always killing each other. Like, demons always ate humans, humans always killed demons to protect themselves. Mm-hmm. And
Ray makes a speculation that this might not be Earth at all because he notices the ecosystem,
the biology of where they are is nothing like he's ever read before in books or where they were. So he starts to claim that,
and then Sung Woo shuts it down. Sungju shuts it down. He says, "No, this is exactly Earth. The calendar is right."
He's just like, what calendar? Even Ray tries. He's like, well, then what calendar year? There's no way this is 2064. Mm-hmm. He's just like, no, it's 2064 to your years, of course, for humans.
2046.
Oh, 2046.
Yeah,
okay, sorry, 2046. And he was like, no, according to what you humans date is, yes, it is still the year 2046. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, well, then how? And then he tells them, the world is bigger than what you ever going to imagine. It's been huge before. Demons and humans have been fighting for years and years and years up until, to the point where, they were almost about to go extinct from killing each other until it says that one human came up with the idea that to make a treaty between the two, demons will not hunt humans for food and humans will not kill demons. So, and this was agreed upon. So
so they basically decided to live in a world separated. And he says and quoting it verbatim, he says yes. And that's when it all started with that promise. So it was a promise made between the demons and the humans that we're not going to kill you, we're not going to hunt you, we're just going to live over here, y'all are going to live over there.
Yeah, the deal is that, which we find out later, is that the Earth is split in two. Not literally, but the territory is half the world is the human world, the other half is the demon world. And we find out that the reason Emma and Ray are on the demon half is that the humans that tried to escape, that were still on the demon side when the territories were made, were left behind, and so the demons started farming them, and that's why there are plantations. Is because the humans that got left behind. And so that's why it's kind of weird to think about, though, because if that's the point, then why haven't the humans figured this out
and gone back and got their humans back?
Which we actually will find out how they don't know yet in the very end of the chapter. But to continue on, they talked about that, and there's you've escaped from the facility, the plantation, which is actually one of the best plantations in the entire demon country. They are the highest grade. So the two of them realize this. They're just just brought back by all this. This makes all sense now while this is all happening. The ecosystem, the demons, the reason even the mother. So they go back to the point where they saw a birth date of her, and it showed that she was born in the year 2014.
Yeah,
and they're just there's no way she could have been a plantation born at that age. So they all start to, Ray and Emma come to the realization that they're in the demon world. But instead of reacting how you thought they were going to react, they're actually just wow, this is so good, because now they know there's a place for humans.
Exactly.
That was what they were worried about this entire time, was we have a place to bring back the other children, because don't forget, they've left kids behind at the plantation. They're still the younger kids are still at the plantation, so they have to go back. They promised they would. And so they're all actually super excited. And even Sung Woo was just why are you excited? This is nothing to be excited about. You're in a world that will literally kill you just because they want to eat you. They will not think twice about it.
And they even acknowledge this is this is the worst case scenario. This is the worst place we could be in. But we figure out that there is a place for the humans. So
but they have a plan.
There's that little sliver of hope that they're gonna obviously.
Which is how they've always done this show. It's just the little sliver of hope that they just fight for, and they just keep fighting for. So that's a good thing. So they're just so now we just need to figure out a way to get to the human side. And Sung Woo once again is he kind of brings in the realization of the situation they're in, because it seems like they don't realize it, but he's you can't cross. And this is what I was talking about, going back to why humans haven't like try to get these kids back. They're like, no one is able to cross the border. That is a strict rule. No demons can cross the border. No humans can cross the border. The border is the border. There is no way to come in and out of it. So,
but then Ray just comes out and says, "It's okay. We'll find a way." Because that's
what they always do. They're smart. They always find a way. They never give up. And they're just like, it has something to do with Minerva, which is the one they've been trying to find for so long.
Exactly. And there's a thing that's revealed in the chapter that we're going to talk about in a little bit that's very key. I think is very key. But we'll move on from there. So Sung-ju tells him to go get some sleep because it's already late. And then he said that starting tomorrow, we'll teach you guys how to pass through the forest, and we'll teach you guys basic survival skills on how to get through the forest and like what to look for, kind of things.
Yeah.
And then he says that like we'll leave you guys. We'll make sure you guys get wherever you need to get to safely.
Yeah, these two demons are very helpful to the group. It's very good, I guess, that they found them in the story, which is a very
yeah. So yeah, they're just thinking about what they just heard, and they're thinking about like all the things that they've been revealed. That has been revealed to them when they were in the plantation, like the photos of the world. There's probably fabricated from whatever the demons thought the world would look like at that point. Like the different toys and like pictures, and you have a picture of a PS4 or a PSP and like an iPod. It's like, oh, these are things that like they came about that
because of the human world. That
exactly.
The book of Ugo that Minerva had hidden messages in. That even Sister Crohn's talked about human associations that have been bringing these things in.
Yeah, so there's obviously been like, even though they say like the pathways have been shut down, you can tell a little bit that like there's been some crossing over.
There has been some trades that have been going on. We don't know. We know what the demons have been getting from this, human things to like help the plantation seem more realistic. But we don't know what the humans have been getting back. I can't really think about what a human would want from a demon, but.
Yeah.
We continue on, and then the final thing is there's like we just need to find William Minerva because what they kind of speculated, what I even assume is that Minerva is she helps people get across borders, border crosses. She smuggles people. I'm sure that one of like the big ones like smuggles people, stuff, all kinds of things for demons and humans alike. So
and he's left like kind of little like cookie crumbs to. Not to obviously guide the humans out, but like to kind of like
see if, to hide it enough from the demons, but enough to where any smart enough person could figure it out.
Like Norman, Ray, and Emma figured out. Like they were tip top, and they were just like, we figured this out. We're gonna try to save all these people, and I think that's Minerva's like main goal. But like he's
been waiting for someone that was able to do it. Because I don't think no one's ever escaped from the plantations before this, so this is going to be a big deal. I bet when Minerva finds out, if someone broke out, they have the pen that Crone gave them to find him. So even Ray talks about liberation, that he wants to bring everyone out of not just his plantation, he wants to bring every human out of the world. Which, if it does end up happening like that, it could start the war again.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like I thought about that because like if you get humans, or if you get humans on the human side. Getting humans from the demon side out, that's breach of the contract that they formed 1,000 years. That's been that's been
like the golden rule. You don't break that rule, or else war will break out.
Exactly. So like if you go against that, like it's gonna start up a war.
But it's like I said before, it's not black and white because the demons still had humans left over and eating them that I don't think like even the world leaders probably know about. So there's definitely a gray area that has to be. Talked about during this.
It's kind of like simplifying it. It's like, well, you guys had humans. Well, you guys came into our island. It's like, but you guys had humans. You're not supposed to.
Yeah, the rule was even it says in the chapter. The rule was demons shall not eat humans. Humans shall not kill demons. So far, we've seen a bunch of demons eat people.
Yeah, but
haven't seen a single human kill a single demon. Which obviously, of course, they're much stronger than a human, but it's possible. We've learned it's possible.
Humans found a way to do it, but like we haven't like it's been so one-sided.
So far only the demons have broke this rule. So it's going to be very interesting to see where this goes now. So next chapter they're going to get taught how to survive. It'll probably be that entire chapter just with them learning survival techniques, and then maybe them setting off. Because they still have the demon hunting party after them, so I'm assuming they'll catch up to them, and Sung Woo and Musical will stay behind to
kind of like ward them off. Kind of like, hey, you guys got to get out now, so we'll hold them off a little bit. But yeah, again, awesome chapter.
Definitely,
never disappointed by Promised Neverland ever.
Such good writing. Like art style isn't anything I guess to really write home about as far as like other writers. It's not bad at it by any means.
Yeah,
not
but
as
the
good.
story,
But
the storytelling is
so far
excellent.
has not made a single mistake with storytelling.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm still interested. There's another. It's like not a cliffhanger, but like I just kind of I want to see what happens next.
yeah,
And like that's what I like wanted from a story. That's what you want from a story.
because there's so much more to talk about. Because I even said to you a while ago that was like. I was like kind of a little upset that they told the entire history of the world all at one chapter because you thought something like because that used to be the big premise of the story before this point was like what's happened, why is the because we used to think the entire world was run by demons. We find out only half of it is, and they're not even supposed to be doing this. So it begs the question: well, what's the next big thing to keep them like going? And we find out it's to see what the human side looks like. At least I think so. That's what I want to know right now. I used to want to know the world origin. Now I want to know, like, well, what the human side looks like. Does it look like what our world looks like now?
Yeah, or does like a little bit more in the future, a little bit kind of in the
It
past.
has to because even Ray was talking about like they had PSPs, music systems, like stuff like that. So
they have pictures of like the Eiffel Tower, which looks very
recent. So I'm assuming it's like pretty modernized. It's probably the same as our world, like probably down to like the T. So.
Yeah. I'm still excited for it. Good chapter.
Super good chapter. Definitely, if you haven't read, if you're sleeping on this, stop it.
47 chapters. You're gonna read it in like
It'll
a
take
day.
you like an hour or two to read this entire thing out. They're not very long either. It's not like Attack on Titan. It's like 20 chapters mostly. So
get on it. All right. Next up, we have My Hero Academia. Hero Academia.